Hello and welcome back to another episode of Iratus. And my name, as always, is Syken. We're continuing the Iratus, the Dark Lord playthrough, blind playthrough that is, on the hardest difficulty. And it's time for us to jump back into the dungeon. We're doing very well so far, but that might change if we can't manage our resources well. Off we go with our prime team into double stone golems, actually. 18 armor, that's nasty. And we got a mad mage here and a doomsayer. So we're going to kill these first. Wow, the stone golems deal 60 points of damage. Holy smokes. 115. We need to break the armor. But we don't have that yet. So for starters, a mock into just getting the mage down. 122. Well, the guy is down before he even put it in anything. He redirects. Okay, that's interesting and annoying at the same time. Trying to remove the ward because I want, when he's using the end of all times, I want to be able to actually prevent that from happening. Tear up requires us to stay in front. Good. We need to go to the front because we need to tear up the armor. Trying to remove the ward because we're going to take a lot of damage. Trying to remove that ward, again redirect the problem. Because now we can't stress attack and interrupt the stance. We will need to kill the golems first. This is so much damage. Alright, remove the armor of this guy. Almost got the ward down. Almost got all of the wards down. Luckily, he missed.
Good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Again, redirecting. Luckily, it's quite a bit of damage that we can deal with magical damage. Stress tech wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't do anything either. That wouldn't do anything. So we're left with good old hack and slash. Continuing to remove the wards. And there we go. Beautiful.
I suppose it would have been boring otherwise.
That's the first time that we lose the creature. Hate it.
In with the rest.
I love the werewolf. Alright, removing The stupid blocks. Yeah, well. Sucks for us that he still has the ward. Insanity doesn't really stop him, I think.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Not sure. Not sure if we can revive someone. Can we? Question mark. So we need a Wrath in order to do that, to get that one. But before we do anything, we need a new werewolf.
You will bring me their heads, their hearts, and everything else.
Luckily for us, we got a level 6 brain. So that means the loss is still very annoying, but it is not that bad in a sense that we couldn't do anything. I will build him a little bit more on the damage side. And we're just using evasion this time in order to get away with it. For each unfilled squad slot, the minion receives armor resistance, attack. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Okay. Well, for starters, steel spikes. And I think this is the leftover from the werewolf that we lost, which means I will give him boiling blood in case someone dies, because the werewolf was regeneration and he could carry an entire fight with regeneration if we play it well enough. Good. Now we need a Wrath. And we do have a couple of skulls, which allows us to at least craft something here. With critical damage dealt. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Who are we going to give that to? Not our tank. What does the second bride of Iratus have? I think she does not have anything in her second slot. And she had that nice mana regeneration, so might as well give her extra damage and put her in. Also upgrading the evasion, because unfortunately she gets hit from time to time. Question, do we want more damage or stack evasion?
My enemy.
I mean, at the end she's a damage dealer, so I can't really stack that much evasion. It's okay for base stats, but I need to maximize damage. So if we get more resources here, what would that look like? Putting hearts in here and a few weapons. That's really just not a very good trade.
It's no gold, but it will do.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. If I put the same resources in, does that make the chance better? No, not really. Okay, back to the monetary, where second. Where we wanted to do this. Build it up. And now we got 2 spots to regenerate. And the banshee really needs a regeneration. Putting a mummy in instead. And we're good. Can the mummy act from position 3? Sort of. It can do physical attacks. Can move forward. Remove debuffs. And hit everybody with a curse. Fine by me. In terms of creation, because do we still have stuff left over? There's a lich. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What is this? Magic attack. Deals quite a bit of magic damage to a random enemy. Buff. Buff the selected ally, but he also moves forward. Support. Kills an ally. The lich gains vigor. Okay. Not 100% sure if I like that ability. It feels like the Warcraft lich, but at the same time... Toxic Cloud. Creates a cloud at the target position, dealing stress damage to any enemy that enters it. And Rain of Fire for 35. Deals damage to all allies and enemies. Sets target on fire for 2 turns. Oh wow, deals damage to all allies and enemies. The Lich is a mean machine. It appears to me that you almost play the Lich solo and just reanimate cheap stuff. Not 100% sure if I really like what I'm seeing. Let me just shortly check where the Lich is needed. Like over here. Obelisk. There you need a shade, okay. Here you need a headhunter. Here you will need a lich in the library. So the lich helps Iratus to get stronger. I don't know, guys. I mean, on the other hand, this ability alone is a lot of damage. Then he kind of messes up positioning in a sense, because he's in the front and he doesn't, actually you don't want him to be in the front, but it could be good for characters that then have abilities like the unfeeling aggression. So say the lich could shift to position number 1, then Dark Knight comes through. Question is, the werewolf still has the ability to move forward. Yeah, I suppose you could play the lich. So let's fill him up, and I just want to see how the lich plays out.
Indiscriminate magical carnage.
At the same time, I also wanted to see how the mummy plays out, so let's start with the mummy. Okay, wait. Does that also mean the minions in the graveyard receive... Well, ah, shoot. Should have taken the Banshee. Okay, I guess you live and learn. Those fountains are good if you do have highly injured troops. So, we got elite guards here, and we got elite demolition experts in the back. And I can tell you, we're going to hurt.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
There we go. So now, physical attack. Might as well get the demolition expert. And what kind of debuff does he have? Minus 10 luck. Okay. He has the stance lighten up at the start of next turn. Demolition explodes, dealing 400% to the two nearest characters to the left. Let me tell you, I don't like that. So we're just going to hit you and kill you. Yeah.
Delivered.
These guys are anti-movement. So currently we're just dealing normal damage. What can we do here? I don't want to move, so that's off the table. We have no debuffs. Hexbane. Lovely. What did Hexbane do? Okay, I'll need to double check that for the next time. We're ambushing you. Pretty good. Now this guy will die from the ambush. Unless we're pulling him forward. And then the elite guy will actually take the L. That was a smart turn. Armor is taken away. So we go.
A sad display for mortal kind.
Level 6 brain, fantastic. I should have buffed my minions as well. Iratus still could. Currently we don't need anything. What did we get here? Enemies can't escape. Whenever an enemy moves, they receive 8 physical damage. Nah, I like the XP. Good, these here are the buffs that we want. So that's going to happen next. But before it happens, our Banshee is back. That's good. And what are we going to do? Someone could continue leveling up here in the arena. Currently those two buildings are the ones that I'm using the most, so might as well. Bride of Iratus continues to go into the arena. That's cool. And no one really needs any healing at the moment. Rare occasion. A little bit more armor and
Serve me
more physical
well,
armor.
my minion.
Very good. 14 additional stat points. I mean, don't mind if I do. Our damage dealer will get a lot from that. Six is a lot, as costs pretty high. But still, I mean, that's a 20%, almost 20, no, not, almost 20% increase in damage. A little bit of health increase. A little bit of accuracy increase. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. So in terms of creation, still all the way up to the Lich. The question is, do we want to use the Lich? I'm still not 100% sure if I like the idea. I mean, he deals a lot of damage. Holy smokes. Let's moving forward. Stress damage is okay. This here is a fine ability, but it just deals too much damage to yourself. Alright, anyways, so Lich is a possibility, but I think our team at the moment is still fine. There are random consumables for us. And I think this time we're using the Bride's Gift. I like that. Seems to be that we're always receiving specific quivers, specific consumables. Damage, increased damage, critical damage dealt by 10%. And then this here is 50% more critical damage. So we just need a lot of crit. I like Essence of the Mind, but this one is better. This is straight up a nice little upgrade. Good. So let's go. We got the elite headsman, who hits like a truck, the Doomsayer, an elite taskmaster, who's also pretty nasty, and then this guy. Alright, for starters, he already has ward, so we're not going for him. I think we're just going to get the headsman down first. Removing the wards and demoralizing them. Oh wow, that goes into a ward. Interesting. Just considered a magic attack. Okay. Alright, fair enough. 25% more damage. Okay, we can't let that happen. We're buffing everybody. We need to somewhat get into position again. Target skips their next turn. That's not too bad. Who would we pick? He has like what? 50 points left over. Good. Let's pick him.
Your frail bodies fail you.
And these two guys are currently taken out, which is fabulous. I still need to focus on this guy because he will eventually need to die. He needs to go next. Too much damage. Get the physical blocks off. And we're just going to go and kill him directly. Yes, you will skip your turn as well.
This will be your
Good crit. 90. Okay, next up, get this guy down. What is this? Mighty increased damage dealt. Damage received is reduced. Okay, that's nasty. It's a good buff.
This is
Good.
what
Problem
1,000 years of evolution looks like. Yeah, pathetic.
We're going to demoralize him. Debuff, demoralized. Continue now, he's broken. Good. Very good. Fantastic. Curse, more debuff. Unfortunately, he's still dealing too much damage.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
I like the idea of the brains. It makes it easier to compensate for a companion that has already fallen. Okay, you go there, and we're testing out the Lich. More crit. And basically more damage.
Get back to battle.
Oh, I see. It doesn't only give you stat debuffs, but it also gives you more damage on the respective abilities. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, we're just going to save the points for now. Likely not more damage, but more crit could be an option. We really need more accuracy. You know what? Why not? If we get minus 30 accuracy, we can still work around it. Good time to get that 100% XP tome in. And we got 2 points, which means finally we get luck until the end of the battle to all of our minions. And then next up we are getting more damage, which I like. Also, receiving less seems good, like a good idea as well. So, in terms of Lich, let's give him a moderate brain. Upgrade this here. Damage to 2 random enemies, or damage to a random enemy and ignores ward. You know what? We're going with 2 random enemies. I like that.
Prove yourself worthy of my investment.
More damage on the Lich, and a bit of evasion is not bad. Extra crit from luck, extra initiative. Alright. Let's see how well the Lich holds up. I think if anyone can use a Cannibal's Jaw, then it's him, because he sacrifices his companions. In terms of Graveyard, we don't have enough to upgrade a building, but we have enough in order to train someone. Okay. Oh, wait. Not going to make the same mistake again. Everybody is full. Fantastic. That means there's also no need for the Lich. Not yet. Evasion is already really good. A little bit of extra crit isn't bad. 4%. I like it. And we either minions' abilities can't miss, or the minion's attacks restore 25% of the damage dealt as wrath. That is very good. Okay, so this is tough. Maybe we're just going to give it to you, Dark Knight. Because now this guy restores wrath when he's attacked, and he restores wrath when he attacks. Man, that's a good combination. And we already upgraded him a little bit with extra spare parts, so bueno, I like it. Uh-oh, there is a boss. More mana each turn. I think the bundle of dynamite isn't bad. Each round, Iratus recovers wrath. That's it.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
Alright. Good. We're as ready as we can. Choose a battle squad. And let's go. First boss battle, guys. The key in his possession granted this man a great purpose. For a bribe and a favor, he was willing to carry missive arranged fights and allow gangs of criminals to quietly murder their competition whilst he slept. He saw himself as a king, and the keys were his crown. As long as they were needed, he was needed. But the undead care not for the jiggling metal. Not for the man himself, they will have no need at all. Alright, let's go. So, Keymaster, 500 hit points, lots of sanity, 30 damage, that's a lot already. We can tactically retreat if we wanted to. Rites of Carnage, that's what we want to do.
Presence of the Red God.
All minions and enemies gain luck until the end of the battle. Okay, let's just hope it's not going to bite us in the rear. Here we go. That's a miss, which is really, really unfortunate. Starting to penalize this guy a little bit. I like it.
One more for the stockpiles.
Okay, first one is already down. We're debuffing all three. Well, not the boss. The boss currently is debuffed. We got a debuff. Disappears at... Oh, wow. What does this do? Disappears at the end of the battle. I don't like it.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Let's take him out. He reappeared. He would have reappeared with a Sinister Strike or something of that sort.
Rage released.
Second ward is gone. Fantastic. Wow, we're hitting hard. I like it. Oh, he brings in new enemies. Okay, I see. One physical shield taken off of him. That's good.
Fresh corpses.
And we finally have a debuff that sticks on the boss. Problem is our banshee is taking quite a bit of damage actually.
Rage released.
More buff here. Okay. And we're just taking this guy down. Nice little stress attack.
Open their husks.
More stress. There's the block. That is finally gone. Oh no, he can summon 3. That is nasty. And part of the strikes are being redirected. I don't like it. Man, that sucks. Luckily, we have AoE removal. And AoE debuffs. Okay, so it's in everybody's interest to have like one of these guys still looking around. They are buffed. Plus 8 attack, okay. Not good. I will say massive damage onto him. And don't kill these guys yet. Okay, that's good enough.
Become part of the
not a
breathless
waste of damage.
tide.
Redirection is a bit of a problem, because it means you always will have a good option to redirect. That really stings. Alright, we're taking ambush because it's just dealing so much damage. Is this redirection as well? No. We might only have like one redirection. More debuffing. This guy even died. And does the trap spring?
Rage release.
We're dishing out more damage, using all of my mana if needed. Nice. Wow, phenomenal crit. Good crit actually.
This never gets old.
Problem is, if I don't physically attack him, the trap will spring and this guy will just block it. But I don't have a physical attack. That sucks. That might be the solution. No, it is not. Well, that's the disadvantage of those little traps. Just can't use them when there are enemies with protection around. Big hit. Really, really big hit. Gotta debuff them further.
Your cries are music to me.
Ouch. Boss will need to die. Again, first slot. Continuing to dish out damage. This might hit the boss this time. Or maybe not, maybe he's just resummoning. But slowly but surely, he is losing all of his supporters here. Luckily that's a miss. That's a problem.
Maybe I'll grab this one into furniture.
Banshee just barely stays alive.
Perish.
Curses him. Yeah, we're continuing. Just completely go nuts.
Nice shot, sweetie.
Almost killed one of the guys. Even though that may mean that the Banshee dies, I continue the AoE screaming. Taking out the sinister strikers here because they can reach position number 3, which is a problem. The boss just died. Oh wow, so close. The Banshee barely made it out alive. Oh wow, so close. That was indeed a phenomenally close fight. Love it. Okay, so what are we going to do? More armor. That is the nature of the tank. Werewolf. We could dish out a little bit more attack, or we're just going to become more bruisey, which I think is the way to go here. Man, that was close, down to 6 hit points. Her evasion came in super clutch. I wonder if a bit of armor would be a decent upgrade. Like, that would have helped quite substantially. This here, all enemies lose evasion. Okay, that's not bad. 8 attack. This is a bigger debuff on the attack, so that would have also been a nice upgrade. That would have been a nice upgrade. Okay, so Mutant Claw, elite damage upgrade. I mean, that was not bad against elite enemies. And we got a couple of stat upgrades as well. 2 points. A bit higher chance for crit. Okay. The Lich. If we ever use him, now would be a good time for that Mutant Claw. Or we're just leaving it where it is, because there is no need to immediately do it.
I expect results.
Good. And finally, the Dark Knight here. No. Well, I mean, for 1.3 luck, that's kind of a no-brainer. So, Banshee needs healing. Bride needs healing. Which means we have time for the Lich to shine. And the Mummy trains. Fair enough. Cool, so we got enough to actually increase the trainings arena, which is another building that I'm very frequently using. Need to get a bright field for that.
A design from my younger years.
And that allows us to actually get more battle experience, so naturally kind of higher stats. Okay. The hunger for wealth had long since become the only virtue amongst the hardy working dwarves. Gone are the ancient traditions along with the names of their ancestors, or what was more powerful logic, or the dead dwarf rotting away in the dust. The ruthless scientists and alchemists know the answer to the question, and the human kingdom was more than willing to facilitate their experiments. They have grown rich in fear, settled amongst their own enclaves, and became the default overseers of the mines. Ooh, Dwarven Dungeon. Holy smokes, this is a nasty, nasty big dungeon. Couple of quests here and there. So the quests seem to be difficult. There's a chest here, and a quest, and a chest, and a chest. And more items. Oh man, this way here is fantastic. You know what? I'll look out for the ways. And that is going to happen in the next episode. We still have defeat any two bosses. And then we get a headhunter. We need more insanity to get the shade. Turn 3 enemies into vampires. Well, how would we do that without a vampire? Use 7,500 wrath on ultimate abilities. Debuff enemies. Okay, well, we'll get a lot of that over time. We'll get a lot more over time. So far, it seems like most of our stuff's actually okay. We can still, for instance, get a few more weapons, but I mean, frankly speaking, we actually have quite a decent array of stuff. So I would rather keep all of the material here and upgrade the monsters that we have a bit further, because the one thing that I notice is if we have more stat points, then automatically things are becoming easier. Of course, weapons are also improving the situation quite drastically. I don't know if the immunity to debuffs is as good as this, so we're just going to give her more damage to elite enemies. I think that is very, very good. And whilst we're here, one last thing. Fill this.
It's no gold, but it will do.
And that's like what, 10% physical damage? Okay, well, not really great for the Lich then. Not really great for the Lich. Nah, Werewolf takes the steel spikes. They are not bad either. Increases spell power, increases stress damage, increases magic damage dealt. Yeah, we need material. I can't just loosey-goosey put that into weapons. With the one weapon that was not a problem, because we indeed did have quite a bit of spare material, but we don't want to overdo it. Shortly double checking, yeah, here we can give our Dark Knight that weapon and we're good. Okay. Enough micromanagement in the background. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next episode. Bye bye.